Oh, yeah. Oh, I needed that extra 30 seconds. Okay, nobody's here. So I am here to do the live night. I'm going to give a few moments here. I'm not too sure if I'll get anybody in. So I'm just going to give a few moments here. Still in production of my horoscope video. So it's distracted today. Um, just going to get some of the decks ready here. Actually, I'm going to leave those there. So if you're in, say hi. I got to learn how to um, get the comments on. There. Okay. I'm just going to give it a few minutes here. Okay. Some decks I'm going to use as I go. Might be quiet night. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm behind the eight ball and I forgot about everything here. So, what I will be doing is I'll mention here for future reference, basically making a commitment to come in every month around from the 20th to the 22nd. I'll be coming in. So, anybody who's wanting some readings live but willing to share or, you know, be a guinea pig here with allowing you to access your energy and help you out with anything. I appreciate the trust and I also appreciate the time. So for coming in. Uh, so that's what I'll be doing from here forward. I have a hard time making routine. So this is going to be my first step in that area. Uh, this year I wanted to make myself more in routine. So this is going to be part of that, committing to from the 20th to the 22nd. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle here until and anybody comes in. And mind me if I missed you. I'm trying to understand how to get the comments on the screen live somehow. They don't work. I got someone here, but they're not going to talk. So I think what I'm going to do here is just figure it out as I go. Like everything. So I'll rev up the energies here. Sorry, I got my calendar in the way. I'll get ready to get going with the card cam here. Okay, get that ready. Hey, Amy. Hi, thanks for popping in. So I am on a live night here, so I do live readings for you. If you want one, feel free to ask. And I will start the cards. I'm just pre-shuffling a few decks here. If you're having any questions you want answered or illuminated from the higher ups, we can get into that. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. Yes, please. Okay, so she can hear me. Okay, so sounds good. Do you want any particular area? I have love, sex, and romance cards. You can get into nitty gritty. I have general cards here that I'm shuffling. Universal chakra cards, which is what they're guiding me to kind of use outwardly. So if you have a general area, or you can just be silent and I will pull what I pull and we will get the energy that we get here. So I'll do that. to go forward here. Sorry, I'm a little behind the 8 ball. I managed to squeeze a walk in today, but I was kind of zoning out. I was like 6:12. Well, I gotta be honest, 6:30. So I blew dry my hair, brushed my hair, and took it out of the ponytail, and I went, okay. Little spazzy today. Don't mind me. Okay, we'll see what we come up with here. I'll use 2 decks here and TLC for the soul, since we're trying to zen everybody out at this time, right? Let's see what happens. So I'll give you a 6 card pull. And then we'll go for a TLC card and see what comes up here. I'm just gonna get these ones yet. Okay, see, this is the thing. Those comments are supposed to come up on the screen when I press comment. I don't know how to use this thing. For some reason, they're not. No, it's not. It's goofy. Whatever. It's not working. But anyway, okay, thanks for coming in. I'll get this energy revved up here. It'll calm down a bit. And on these live nights, I'll do once a month here. If you want healing energy or any kind of healing to that, any kind of energy healing, we can also attempt that tonight and see if we can make anybody feel better than they did when they walked in. Oh yeah, I'm going to switch up the cards here. Okay, now get rid of my speakers on the. That's not gonna work, is it? Okay. Boom. There we go. Line up. Okay. And I'm gonna get my TLC cards here ahead of time. This will be kind of, well, TLC, loving care for your soul. These cards bring out an energy of what we need to soothe, right? Things in our soul. So we'll see what we can come up with here on that end. Now we'll start flipping. 2. Get a lot of nervous energy. I don't know if that's from you or what that's from. Okay. Chakras first set. All right. Okay. So the first card here that we get for you, Amy, is the Strength card. So this is good. So this means we're either working on our strength, needing strength. I feel like we're how do you say, filling our battery in the strength department. I feel like we're starting to earn our stripes here in a certain kind of way, standing up for ourselves and our truths. This is what I'm getting. Okay, so this is good to start. Next card is 3 Cups. That's about celebrations. I am getting really nervous. Love you, thank you. I am getting a very nervous energy. I don't know if this is coming from you. It's not mine. Like shaking, like anxiety. The reading, the energy I'm getting is not there, so there's something here. I'm just making you aware of that. I'm getting real nervous energy. But anyway, 3 of Cups is about celebratory energy. It's about connecting with like-minded people, people that we're very excited to see, happy to see. It can be about a gathering of friends where we're laughing and discussing this kind of thing. This may be how we gain strength as well, being with people Yeah, I'm getting this nervous. It's not my energy. Are you nervous? Can I say that? Because I'm really getting a nervous energy here that I cannot explain. I'm going to try and get the comments on here. Live viewer comments show up on the screen. This example. Click on the comment to show it on the screen. Oh, okay. This is a nice comment, but I'm hoping that it'll carry this a little bit. Okay, so I'm getting a real nervous energy. Okay. Now I acknowledge it and get rid of it. Sorry. It just made me, nervous. Yeah, kind of like I'm on. And, oh, what do I do? So just take a deep breath. Okay. So at this time, we may be gaining strength from people around us that we are having a lot of faith, a lot of fun with. People that are in our field. It can be just friends that we just have a great time with. So this may be in your field. This may be coming up here within a few days. Or it is just simply how we roll. We gain strength from those around us. Okay, the next card we get, Princess of Cups. In this energy, this princess, she's learning how to use her heart, how to use her emotions, how to give them forward. I feel like this may be what the universe is trying to bring to bear for you. Sorry about the light in here. Yeah, it just sucks. I didn't have time to fiddle with that. But the Page of Cups, right? The princess. She is learning how to use her emotions and how to give them forward, how to share emotions outward. So you may be in a phase here where I feel like we do this freely with those that we trust in our inner circle. Like this would be significant of our inner circle. People we trust, people we have a lot of fun with. We're excited to be around. We gain strength from them, and we also share a lot of loving and thoughtful emotions within that. So this is really groovy energy. It's just really saying that we are surrounded by people that we care about, and we're giving emotions freely in this way. So this is really just a good energy. Now we're going to go into the cards here. These are divine cards, and a lot of divine energy comes in here. So we'll see what comes out. I feel like this is just where you're at. And now comes advice. Card we get is the World. 20, the World card. So that is about successful completion. Again, celebratory vibe here. So are we literally having a celebration or going to start something or going to a wedding or in charge of a wedding? I feel like there's something here like this in your field. Okay, trying to read your comments. This was a while ago. I'm a little behind here. It takes me a while with technology. I feel like, is it part of our job to get people together or something like this? I feel like either that or like I feel weddings, celebrations, gatherings, this kind of thing. Like either we're going to a lot of these or we've just come from one or we're planning to go to one, this kind of a thing. This is the celebratory vibe I get here, but it's like seeing someone we haven't seen in a long time is the sense that I'm getting. Okay, so that's just sitting there. It's not pulling the regular energy of that I get from here that is usually about, well, it is about successful completions, but I feel like the completion is us being happy in our life right now is really the completion that I'm feeling here. I feel like we finally come to a place. This is what it is. Okay, thank you. We finally come to a place. I'm still kind of trying to get rid of anxiety here. Just give me a minute. Okay, there's something coming in there. It's not allowed to come in. So 2020, the World. That is about a successful completion. The completion here, I feel, is us going outward in our emotional center. Either we are coming into this power of learning how to share emotions amongst others, or this is just part of who we are, and we're really advancing forward in another emotional way. So as we move forward here, so that's really clarifying the strength. Our strength is we gain strength from people around us, and we're excited to be with the people that we're around, and we're also sharing emotions with those people. So again, there's a completion here universally. It's kind of like congratulations for going and sharing love outward. It's really what I get, whether it's in friendship cycles or whatnot. There's some kind of a, oh my God, just jumped. There's some kind of a cycle here. They want to congratulate you on moving up the ladder here in an emotional way. And look at this card again. We get the strength over the friendship. And in this card, oh my God. In this card, we get a heavy. Notice the difference between this strength card. I have to let her out because she's giving me the signal. Okay, come on. This is it for you. You can't just do this. Out, in or out. Come on, let's go. She's going to be screaming later. Sorry. Okay, the difference between these two strength cards. This card here we started with, or explaining to me, look, we're keeping our cool. We're dealing with people, gaining strength, again, taming the lion here, but nothing's really out of control here, is the sense I get. Thanks. They just have a way of knowing when you don't want to be bothered. And then this one, look at this one. This is about fighting for something. And they're making me aware of the snout, like keeping our mouth shut or somebody else's mouth shut. But the interesting thing is here we're sharing our emotions, but look, it's going away from those that are loving and caring. Give me a moment. We gain strength from the people around us that we can share our emotions with. The princess is about learning to care and share. There's a successful completion in the way that we've dealt with things in the past. We're not dealing with things that way anymore. And the world is the culmination of that. We're celebrating that we enjoy life, we enjoy people, we enjoy communicating more. We may be finding better connections in our sphere. And we may, okay, I'm getting a different vibe here. We may be having to, they're going loose lips. So did we have a problem with rumor mill, where we came from? Did we have a problem with that, getting caught up in things like gossip and this kind of stuff? Because the sense is we may have overcome that. We may have overcome a sense of trying to go outward in a gossip kind of way. We may have tamed that beast. Does that make sense to you? Okay, next card. Judgment. Interesting. Because it's like seeing the light here. If you look at this judge, I know this camera for these cards is not the greatest, but can't buy 50 cards. Figure out they're all bad. But we have this judgment guy standing there. He's looking at the sun, which you can't see, coming down from this lotus, which is the purity of love coming from the heavens, right? And he's going, oh, would you look at that? It's the discovery. In this card, it's the discovery of this. Okay, so that makes sense to you. Okay, so I feel like you are on the precipice of a big leap forward here. I feel like the leap forward is listening to the higher power. We may have been in social circles here where we had to, we kind of got carried away and didn't realize how potent we were with our words towards others. Like we may have been with people socially and not understood, how gossip can hurt, right? This kind of thing. This is what I'm getting. This lesson has been learned, is the sense that I'm getting from this. Okay. Now again, it's interesting to me, the love cup, it made me aware of it going outward, but nonetheless, the sense here is we're starting to see the light, and hallelujah for that. because now we're on a different level altogether. And not only are we attracting different people into our circles, but it's more enjoyable and things are happening. Da, da, da. We are looking, seeking for more outward, but the sense is enjoy where you are and just, I think that you are. I think you're enjoying where you are. It's just things are gonna fall into place here quite quickly. Now I'm gonna get the TLC for the Soul card, and I also gotta get a clarification. What is the point here? Because what they're telling me is that you are evolving in an emotional kind of way. We've hit a step up, huge in a good way. We're seeing results outside of us. So we may have even, I don't know how far you are in on this energy stuff. Again, I'm getting my hands are just shaking, like I'm scared. However far you are, you may have, the sense that I'm getting here is you may have had some energy work done, or you may have went to someone like a reader or something to work on things in this way. Okay, I'm worried about my friends. It seems everything I try to tell them of what I see is not good. Yeah, okay. Well, it's interesting to me because I'm not getting a negative vibe here, but you're searching outward. Give me a minute. Yeah, see, I'm going to pull, they're going bottom of each deck. Okay. Yeah, we get the judgment again. Okay, so the judgment here, right? You're making judgments about the world as you see it. And we get the two, my glasses. Two of Wands coming up in reverse. Well, it would be upright for you. Give me a minute. Yeah, pick a lane. Okay. Now, I did this. I mean, you're saying I'm worried about what I see coming in the world. I feel like that's instinctively reflective of what you're seeing out there. Okay. This is kind of a little bit contrary to the energy that I'm getting, but maybe it's because they want to congratulate you on looking on the bright side. The sense you're giving me is that I'm seeing things not so bright, and the judgment is here. Pick a lane. Okay, so I say this a lot in a lot of my readings. It's like we have to pick a lane. And if we are on the right, on the bright side, we have to kind of walk on that side and promote that side. And if we are on the dark side, we walk on that side and promote that side. So we can't be of light and spew out negativity. I feel like you're trying to be logical with things, though. Prepared, right? You're getting a negative feedback from all of this. What does the DLC card say? Purpose in all things. Life is a, let's see if we can't make some sense here through this definition. Life is a mysterious progression of individual evolution. I feel like what they're trying to emphasize here for you is we have evolved and we are now in a field where we can attract better things in the future. Hold on here, I'm behind. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to finish reading this. Life is a mysterious progression of individual evolution. It can be hard to understand and even more so to accept why events manifest the way they do. You may be wondering sometimes, right when they said things manifest the way that they do, they said we have some puzzle pieces missing. Okay, things sometimes need to play out in an order that looks bad, but essentially overall the highest good is really in charge here. There's a sense of being pulled. We may be pulled by a negative thought process here, but nonetheless, if you're seeing it in a psychic kind of way and you've determined you can discern this, then there's a reason that you are getting that. There's a reason that you are bringing that forward, as long as that's on the right side of the tracks. If we know this, and I feel like you feel that you are discerning. Okay. So it can be hard to understand, even more to accept advance. So we are missing, they are from above, they're saying we are missing some puzzle pieces here. So we may be making presumptions or jumping to conclusions, or just give me a minute to finish. Sometimes you may be wondering, and desperately wondering, exactly what the purpose of each experience serves, yet the answers still elude you. Take comfort in the assurance of knowing that everything you've lived through carries a personal promise of resolution. So the sense that I'm getting again, that line of there's a reason that it is coming up to us to solve conundrum, but we may have some puzzle pieces missing, especially if we're getting a negative feedback from our friends. Now, are these pure, true, golden friends, or are they fly by night friends that we're getting a reflection back of things that aren't pure? There's one thing to consider. Okay. Take comfort in the assurance of knowing that everything you've lived through carries a personal promise of resolution. So I feel like it won't be long until you resolve things. Now, the 20th year is no coincidence. I kind of asked them, when do I go? They say the 20th of each month. There is an energy frequency from today forward. I say that in all my stuff, and it's like, but for certain people, they may pick up on certain things. And the sense here is that the fields may start to open up for you here and make you see things in from a higher perspective. We are down in the bush and we can't see. There's no perspective here is what I'm getting. So we're seeing this right in front of our face, but we have no perspective of what's going on around. That's the sense they're giving me, if that helps you at all. Now I'm going to continue. Take comfort in the assurance of knowing that everything you've lived through carries a personal promise of a resolution. They are promising you this will be resolved before the end of the month. Either this exact conversation that we discussed with these people and got a negative feedback for, and are feeling kind of abrasive and like, oh, should I have said, or like, what's going on? I feel like there's an energy that is counter to what we are trying to give out here. Does that make sense? You will, in accordance with divine timing, take comfort in knowing that everything you've lived carries a personal promise. I read that already. You will, in accordance with divine timing, reunite with your loved ones and find the healing and happiness that you seek. I do feel like we get a lot of happiness from our surroundings, and I do also feel like we may be seeking a new partner or seeking love from a partner, this kind of thing, seeking something outside of where we gain all of our strength and power at this time. So I feel like they're saying you will gain what it is. I mean, everybody's looking for love. Let's just face it. If they don't have it in their field right now, they're seeking it. So they're saying there is a promise here of this coming forth in accordance with divine timing. Reunite with loved ones and find healing and happiness that you seek. The divine ways are exacting and beautifully just today. Do your part by replacing cynicism and bitterness with optimism and trust, for you are indeed deeply loved, and your life is carefully thought out to suit your soul alone. Now, this card is really saying, yeah, a purpose for all things. So there's and again, a purpose. You're getting this and feeling driven to share it, and feeling maybe a lesson in discernment, maybe a continuous lesson in discernment. They corrected me there. We may have a discernment, but we may need to finer tune that. Okay. And because there's not an understanding from them of this, they're really going to kind of shut. Because I'm getting the friends, just give me a minute here, I'll tune in. Yeah, the friends kind of really want to live in La La Land, and they are. You guys are at this moment, and you're kind of trying to rein them in. And go, wait a minute, it's not all guns and roses here. We gotta, figure out what the real. Like we can't just glaze off happy. You're trying to be a realist amongst a bunch of I mean, these people are in good mode, but to the point where we may be looking at them in judgment and saying, they're a little off, but they're not even kind of blocking things out. So it may just be that you're guided to share this to open them up to that field. Now, again, a lot of things you may get can be so instantaneous. Now, I don't know how far you even are in on this psychic stuff, but there's a lot of essence waves going through the field right now, and a lot of them are negative. I would urge you to watch my energy report after if you haven't already or whatever. It's telling us about this energy surge of negative energy that's coming in. That could come in a way at this time that really overpowers your instinct. And if you don't have it finely tuned, we get tripped up. I get tripped up still to this day. I got to be very, I say, discerning. And I think that yeah, you're needing help trying to discern here, even though. And I know I'm the same way. Like if you're a reader or you do mediumship, whatever it is that you do, or if you just do it in a passive way, I feel like okay, you watch the shows, what you're saying. I feel like look at me going out in the midst of this, right? I'm right in the middle of it. But I've been very, all my guides are pulling them all in, and we're locked on. And there's, and I'm really working hard to keep that. And anything else that is in question is going by the wayside. And the sad part is a lot of people's problems at this time. Keep faith. Your strength is with your friends. You feel good around your friends. Go with that. Stay on the light side. Again, if you're driven to discuss it, there's a reason. Either they need to open up to that field and see a little more of that, and be accepting more of that, or just to, I feel like that's really what they're saying here is we need to kind of open these people up to that field because they can't be just completely shut off because we don't know who our enemy is. We can't bear ourselves against it, right? So we can't make sense of it. And this is what you are helping them do. They're really, their goal is fun. And they do have it, and they have it with you. And you're more of a realist than they are. And part of what your purpose is with them as a soul grouping is to help them become a little more real. So, other than, I would just use your guided instinct. And if you get tripped up there, be aware that the energies are higher here on the negative front. So hopefully that helps you. Um, yeah, I'll tell you the what we're getting here is all good stuff. We're being judged from above, but we're also taking highly into account the light here. And I feel like we do have a direct connection, but if we're not on our protection strategies, grounding, centering, protection of our connection, one thing that tripped me up in the past I can share with you is that I was, you pray or connect, whatever it is that you do every day to connect yourself with those energies. I would do this but I would forget to protect the connection that we have. And that's how I was getting these infiltrations of negative energy coming in, dream time, whatever, right? And sometimes it would come in a reading. And I'll give you a tip. When I put my head down here, just to give me a second, that was an infiltration, trying to overcome what I had already protected. So, all right. So, yeah. Okay, so if we have a strength in that, we just carry that forward and we just, um, I feel like your purpose is to open these people's eyes a bit. I feel like you have a good gauge of going with the flow here. You may be a little offended that they're you know, it's kind of people at this time, we need to pick a lane. And I don't feel these people are on the negative. I just feel that they don't want to deal with the negative. And again, if we're not prepared, and I feel like you are trying to get these people prepared, and that is all that you can do. Um, just don't stress yourself out too much about it. I feel like, again, I feel great anxiety here, but nonetheless, I'll leave it there. Hopefully that helped you in some kind of way. I said I was going to pull two more. I did, and I got the Judgment and the Two of Wands. Yeah, and I feel like we picked our lane. Uh, these people here, they pick their lane, but they're just unaware of what could happen in the way of trip ups. They may not know when they're being pulled in the wrong way. And that's probably why you're there and why you have the gifts that you do with them, is to illuminate that to them. So I feel like as a circle, you're kind of protected, Ali, through you to them. But I don't feel like any of these people are going to turn on you. I feel like you are looking for sources outside of this circle to help you in the emotional area, which is naturally where they're gonna take you. So that's really, I fear not for me, but others, and I'm a realist. Yeah, I get that highly. Um, all you can do is warn them. What they do with that information is their path, right? So in a sense, we have to respect the path, even if it is not the same lane that we're in. Maybe going in the same direction, but we have to respect that lane. This is kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, it's a fine line, right? When we have connection so highly with others. Okay. So again, hopefully that helps you. You'll be all right. If you're guided and you trust in that guidance, and and everything's working out, you'll be okay. A lot of these cards here, we are sitting in judgment of a lot here. And trying to tie this up, they're not giving me much to deal with here. Yeah, but, well, I think right now we may be struggling with what to say and what not to say, and they'll say, just we will just learn as we go here. And I'll tell you, overall, the sense I get here is this whole thing is going to get worse before it gets better. And when we get to the point where we just know more, this is when things will start to lift, because we will start to stand in our power. And there's just no avoiding that. We really can't avoid that part of it. All if you have a psychic connection, all you can do is pray and push that energy of love and light into the field, and hope that it clears a lot of the stuff. I do this daily, sometimes twice a day, when in my moments, right? Um, so that's all I can give you for advice there. So hopefully, again, that it helps. I feel like I never do enough, but that's really what they want you to know, is that we're on a good path here of opening up emotionally, and we're driven into a new frequency here. And watch the judgment of others and things going on around us. We may have a little bit of a lesson there in what to spill and what not to spill, but if our instinct's there and we feel good in it, you go forward. If you don't, you'll get your trigger slapped, and then you'll back off. This kind of thing, you'll feel it on all levels, because our heart is opening up, so we're going to be aware of it. So there you go, Amy. Thanks for coming in. Man, anxiety. Okay, I'm just going to take a break from here. If anybody else wants a reading, step up to the plate here, and we will do so. I have a little bit of time. We started at 6:30. It is 7:10. I kind of went nuts with that reading, but I feel like there was something there that needed to be said, and hopefully you got that, whatever it was there. Okay. I'm just going to release that. Yeah, sometimes people get nervous when it's like, you're on the air. So I was just carrying that. It's like suddenly the soul jumps into me. Oh, thank you. That's good. You know, you must have, what do you call that? Subscribe. Because when you click that button or light the, the energy to push into the reading, then your energy comes out in your reading, right? Surrender and forgiveness. Okay, showing that off. Okay, I'm gonna put those away. Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it. You are very welcome. And I should, by next week, I should have most of my readings, the new spiritual readings out. Man, they're doozies. I don't know what sign they are, but whew, they are heavy, heavy duty. I was picking up, Tip, I was picking up a lot of masculine energy, but it's not, doesn't mean that it's not, it's not only who it applies to. So you are welcome. Okay, so I'm just going to reshuffle these. Anybody else in here want a reading? I'll just tone back here because there's something I want to say. Talking about the energies. Yeah, protection at this time. A need to protect the self, and if you are intuitive, which everybody is coming into this field, intuitive, psychic, whatever you want to call it, working with abilities here of discernment in that field. You need to highly protect your connection to your guides, whatever you are dealing with. You have to protect that connection above and beyond connecting. We have to protect. So that's really what I'm getting here. Okay. I'm an Aries. Oh, thanks. Okay, Aries, yes, you're fire. So you're the runner and the leader of the pack. So you're going to say things to these people that they just like what? It's so far out of whack, right? Because that's your energy. You're the head of the pack. We're running. You're leading the race here, and these people are behind a little bit. They don't want to pick up on this stuff. It's like the first wave of energy is going to hit you, right? Excellent manifestors, Aries can be, if they slow down and take in their surroundings a little more. And I think that's really another message that might be coming through to you as well, is that we maybe just slow things down a bit, analyze it, and then run it through our mind a little more before spitting it out in their direction. But again, I feel like you are there to do what you're doing to them, to make them awake, to awaken them, shock them a little bit, because the Aries can be a shock jock that can throw things out there and people are like, whoa, where'd that come from? You know? But who better to do it than someone that is as close as they are to them, you know? What, who else to bring that news? So, yeah. And it's just that is your purpose. That's why you're driven, and that's why you're doing, and you're just going with flow. So it's all good. Seems like so far. Again, if you're going in the wrong way, and Aries don't care, they just go there. They get smacked. Okay, next. Like Aries can take a hit or two in the department, so I wouldn't even worry. Yeah, they do. They trailblaze for others. They do. And Aries and Pisces, like I front is I'm Pisces, Aquarius, Cusper, so I'm a little bit of both. But Pisces can be the opposing. That can be your challenge, is to take on some of the traits of the Pisces. It's not. I don't think it's the complete opposite sign, but I get a lot through my readings. They're going, the Aries could use a lot of that sentimental, and the Aries would look at a Pisces and go, they're too sentimental, they're too weak, and all this stuff, too passive. That's not me. I'm aggressive. I take charge. I go forward. But they're going, if we just lighten our load a little bit, take on some of that, we can balance out in a good way, and that can, bring us further ahead and whatnot. Is appreciating those things that we don't naturally have. So yeah, okay. Do we have any? We have somebody else in here. Aries, Venus here. Sorry, so late. I'll watch this later. Love you. Thank you. Yeah, if anybody else is wanting a reading, step up here. Because if you want one, I'm free. And if not, I'll have a little chat and we'll shut her down. My Mercury is in Pisces. Okay, Mercury. Oh, wow. So you would be less combative and more understanding than most Aries if they had a different placement. Just give me a minute. They're guiding me with this. Nobody here in line, so we'll go there. Mercury and Pisces and Aries. Yeah. Are you a cusper, Aries? I feel like you're closer to the Pisces end on your birthday. You might have a softer edge to you that brings that in. And then that Mercury being in there, it's like we want to understand why people do the things that they do. And especially when they're tripping up. We want to understand why it is that they're doing what they're doing when they're making a mistake here. I want to correct that. So that's actually that placement. Again, I'm not a, what do you call that? It's not meteorologist, not with the planets, but just intuitively, they're feeding me a line here. That can help you. That softness in that way can help you. 2 days out of, so you are a cusper because there's 5 days there. 2 days out of, yeah. Okay, so you are. Yeah, I can feel that. So you will take on the traits of both. So that is maybe why I went there. I don't know. The Emperor in reverse. Yeah. So being on the cusp of Pisces and Aries will give you the benefit. Now, if we were going towards a Pisces Taurus, that's that bull that charges and they don't let anybody stop them. But being on the cusp of the Pisces slows you down a bit enough to take things in. So you will be doing this naturally. Interesting. Cuspers, I get a lot of cuspers. And I'll tell you, cuspers seem to be the ones that are going to be attracting their partners as well. Are you in a partnership? Because I get a sense that you're not, or you're not really seeking, but everybody always is seeking, is the sense that I'm getting. Like we may have a job here that is filling us up quite highly, but we're starting to relax because we're getting things that we want. There might be a mix up here in the world today, but we were getting what we wanted up to this point, and we're having a lot more time on our hands to think about a direction in that way. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Your feed there. You'll be okay. Because of that Pisces placement, that's where all your intuition comes in. And your intuition is going to naturally block people from conflict. That Pisces in Mercury is going to block, you're going to help block other people from making rash mistakes that the Taurus Aries would maybe get underneath and stir the pot with. You will actually calm things down, or in your field, you have the ability to do this quite highly. Calm people down in a way that will make them see. So everything I was saying about the Aries chopped in, I wasn't considering the Aries Pisces cusp, so that you do have a benefit there in that. So, okay. Amy, thanks for coming in. We got a lot done here. You'll be okay. You just keep following that instinct and charging it and protecting it at this time, way well into November, and you'll be okay. Because the new energy's coming in to mid-November, is what I see. And you being Pisces, you'd be very close. I mean, I'm on the other end, Pisces Aquarius, but you'll be not far behind into December, January, February. This is when things are going to really shift for you. Okay, I'm going to leave you there. Thanks, Amy. Boom. I was right in your field there. So now TMS. What are we going here? While you are here, can I get a general? Gemini, Sun, Sag, Moon, Aries, Venus, right? Okay, you betcha. TMS. We'll get moving. Okay, we'll do the same thing here. We'll go with 3. So thanks again, Amy. They were letting me all the way in there. Take her easy. And yeah, I'll have those readings out by the end. So if you're interested in something, I don't feel like there's anything really greatly in your field there as of yet, but it's coming. The frequency's coming January, February. We're gonna have a mix up there. So straight from source there. We'll be ready by then. Not quite ready yet. We know this. Sorry. Okay, TMS. That's one deck. Move on here. You are welcome. Tonka, let me ask you a question, or do I donate? I tried to get the donate thing working. I don't think it's working yet. You can ask me a question. Just let me get to this reading, and then I'll address that in the feed here as I go. So just give me a moment. And if I can't go back, I'll let you know, and then just repeat it for me on my own here. So I got to get some moderators, some more. I don't want to put pressure on people to come in. So it's all good though. I can handle it. It's not like I have millions of people coming in. So we're good. Okay, TMS, right? We're at TMS, and then Tonka, you're next. Did I? No, I did. Okay, they're telling me to get the wisdom cards instead of. Okay, this and the wisdom cards they want here for you. So do that. Open these up. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to breathe. Maybe it's my monomer. I have my nails I do myself, and I bought this bonding monomer for acrylic, and it just spilled all over everything. If you hear anything about nails, you'll know it just reeks. So maybe I'm having a reaction to that smell. Oh man, they're a dull moment here. Okay. Okay, TMS. Here we go. See if we can figure things out. We'll give you a TLC for the soul as well. Are we stressing about? We're stressing about something here. Panicky is what they said. So let's see what happens. Menopause sucks. Yeah, it's not the greatest. I don't know. I'm not there yet, but yeah, that's what I've heard. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, these are clarification cards, but just for shuffling purposes, I got to do this again here. Shuffle. I cut out the shuffling, and it's just I hate listening to cards shuffle. Da da da. Not hate. I just it's kind of mundane. I don't have patience for that. One more. I have a routine that I shuffle them in, and they like me to stick to that. Okay. And I'm going to shuffle this deck here right away. There's a lot of energy going out to you here. TMS. I flip these. Confusing. They got stuff on both sides. So you are in need of healing. That's what that tells me, and you're getting it, whether you like it or not. You may have been, they're saying you may have been one that would have asked for energy healing instead of a reading, but we're getting a reading because there's instant results here. That's what they're telling me. Okay, this is good then. This is good. And there. There's your card. Okay, let's switch up the screens. Here we go. So these are clarification cards. So we're going to just lift these over top because they want me to start with these first. So first card for the chakra we get is 0, the Fool. And that is, right? The Fool is, she is rooted and grounded in a certain area here, but this is a new direction. Now, this deck carries that rooted sense when normally the Fool energy is off and going into another direction. Give me a minute while I work this out. Yeah, we're firmly rooted in something, but a need to go in a new direction or look or feel that some kind of area here, some kind of level. Spiritual, maybe spiritual, that we need to go off in a new direction. We are very grounded. I feel like these are two different ways. If that makes sense. Let's continue. The Hermit card, that's about going inside and figuring things out, coming to your wisdom of what we have going on here. There may be some new directions opening up for you, and we may be unsure as to what it is exactly that, how we want to take these things in, this kind of thing, like, what do you call that? A reluctant, not a reluctance, intrepid. Why are they saying intrepid? I don't even know what that means. Intrepid, isn't that rapid pace? Give me a minute here. Yeah, we're trying to gain some inner strength, not inner strength, but inner wisdom here about a direction that may be opening up. We are firmly rooted where we are at. We are looking inside for wisdom as to how to deal with that. Now, there's a lot of red here, symbolizing the stability, one that we feel within ourselves. Now, next card, Ten of Swords. That's not good. That's being stabbed in the back. And we're feeling great and groovy right now. Everything's great and wonderful. I feel like that's our rootedness. That's what's grounding us. That's that feeling. This is a good thing. We're going inside because something has prompted us, alerted us of something here. The sense here they're giving me is our instinct is correct, whatever instinct we're getting. We may be in denial of this because the sense here, this Fool may not want to go off in a new direction because they're so firmly planted where they're at. They have to lift all these roots in order to get moving. Are we in a long-term situation here with something or someone that is going to be uprooted? The illumination is heading in the direction of the Fool. So that is the new, the new way that is opening up here. There's something we need to illuminate. We are going to illuminate it for ourselves. They're going, our instinct brought us here. Our instinct is pulling us in to figure out what's going on. And what is going on here is that someone is deceiving us or stabbing us in the back or constantly. When we have 10, it's not just one thing. It's a multitude of things. Does this make sense? She said absolutely before, and now she's saying I'm waiting for a sign. I feel like you need to get your sign from inside. Once you analyze things, you're really going to see things brighter, but we'll continue. So on the Fool energy, to clarify that, what do we get? We get deceit. There it is. We're being foolish because someone's deceiving us. We got an instinct, so that's why we're going inside and going, wait a minute, it's coming. The end is near here. If we know what direction this is headed, I don't want to presume it's in a relationship area, but it's in a way that we're not going to be any surprise here. It's not going to surprise us. I feel like we're looping in an energy here of deceit from a person, and we keep going back. Does this make sense? This is not good. Okay, next, the Hermit. This is all about the, going, wait a minute. If I give this person another chance, if I give this situation another chance, it's bit me before in the past, going to bite me again. They're saying, yeah, And this time is going to be the last time because we're just not going to allow it anymore, in a sense. Now, the Hermit, on top of there, we get belonging in the house of night. This is darkness. This house is in darkness, but it is illuminated from the inside. And what do you know? So is the Hermit. Right? From the inside, we're going to figure it out. We already really have it figured out, is what they're telling me. Backstab. I asked you about a rejection from a past person on your life, your last life. Okay, I'm not sure. You know what? When I'm doing a lot of this stuff, I don't remember a lot. I give it because it's somewhat channeled, you know, so I'm not in remembrance of that. Ask you about a rejection from a past person on your last life. Okay, so did we get rejected by this person and then this opportunity is going to come back again? I feel like the Fool energy is an energy that wants to come forth for you to go in a new direction. So if we're still having an interest in an area here where we got hurt, the sense the cards are telling me here is use your instinct because this has the potential to hurt us again. But you know what? If we're guided to go there, if we still want to go there, even though we're not listening to sense, we can go there. But it'll be the last time we go there because we'll get hurt so badly that we just won't go back. So you don't remember still really with ghosted. Okay. They ghosted you, and that hurt. And we're still hanging, or we're still trying to understand what happened. They are gone. They are out of your field. And the interesting thing is they still have the ability to hurt you. There's deceit going on here somewhere. If you're not being deceptive to anyone else, then that energy can be coming upon you quite highly. The sense they're giving me is we have our instinct intact and we know what the answer is already. We know we're going to get hurt here again in a direction. Now, deceit. Yeah, there's deceit here. Again, if it's not us, then we know where it's sitting because it's the focus of where your mind goes when I'm telling you who's the reading for this kind of thing. So the Hermit, okay, the house tonight, again, illuminated from the inside. Inside, we know the answers already. We're just kind of in denial or not want to bring it forth. Or again, if we're ghosted, we are alone. There's your answer. There's your sign. We're alone. They're not beside us. They're not here. Now, okay. High Priestess of Fire. This one is about taking action. Now, give me a moment here, because this could be on the energy of those that are opposing us. Have we been hurt so bad that we want to go out and hurt someone else? This is a probability. Or are we being doormat for someone that is in high resistance to I'm getting a feed here. This person that may have ghosted you, okay? I don't know if it's that person or another possibility here, but you know there's a direction here where we've gotten negative feelings in the past. Not just negative, it's been hurt strongly by a person. This person has a lot of issues to deal with, is the sense that I'm getting. That's why they're going, what is it? Hurt people, hurt people, hurt people, hurt other people. This is the thing, and this is what's going on here. This is what I see here in short. So, you know, maybe the universe, let's take a spin on this. Maybe the universe is keeping this person out of your midst because they don't want you to get hurt one more time. That could be an option. Secondly, maybe this person is out of your midst because they do want to treat you right, but they don't have the ability to do so at this time. So they're taking that break. I'm starting to get feed from, yeah. I don't know if you were the one I was telling or not here. They're trying to bring it back, the energy of someone saying, well, it may not be now, but down the road kind of thing. Were you the one I was saying, be patient and dot da da? Was that the one? Okay. So we need to respect the fact that he's messed up and give him the space to figure out his own stuff on his own time, just not right timing. Uh, yeah. So okay. So if we have truly have compassion, we will sit on this and we will be okay to let it go because energetically, and I do get that first scenario I laid out for you, the sense that how did it go? Maybe the universe is keeping this person ghosting because that person is being guided by universal energies to stay away from you if they're going to continue to hurt you, whether they know how they're hurting you or not, or in realization of how they're hurting you or not. This, I feel like 75% of that is what you're feeding, is the feed that they're giving me for you. It's that scenario. Now, what we do in this time, it's our free reign. This person ghosted, so they really have no rights until they come to you and explain or say or have any kind of, they really don't have any right to say who you do and don't mess with. I'll put it that way. We have been hurt by this person in the past. Are we in a point where we're healing? Are we in a point where we've healed from what they've done to us? Because this is heavy. This Ten of Swords, heavy energy, repeatedly being. Have we healed from this? The sense is we're on that path, but we may not. We may have further to go yet. So why don't we heal ourselves and get to a point where we're truly in our compassion? Because I feel like this card here, sense of belonging, this can also bring about codependence. Like, I need this person to feel like I belong somewhere. This person makes me feel like. So if we're in healing, we understand that that is something that can hinder us, that feeling, right, of codependence. Um, all you can do is send love. If you truly feel love for that person, you just send them love, and they will accept that spiritually, and they will do as much as they can with it. If you are truly compassionate to that person after all of the harm that they have done, you are better off than I am in some cases. Like you are. It seems to me that you would be in either in high healing or high in denial. Having that be fine. Just make sure we heal from it. Because if and when that person does come around or does heal, part of that, we have to be healed as well in order to accept that back, if that's what we decide to do, right? Um, then you just continue to do that. Because either way, if you move on, you got to heal. That's this is the thing between waiting on someone energetically and truly moving on. If you're waiting for that person to come back and fix things, you cannot heal all the way through. But if you go and you carry on, you really are forced to give that final 25% that everybody lets get in the way of things. You forced to heal all the way. And and you know what? If they decide to come back and they decide to change their lives, then you deal with that head on. You have healed and moved yourself forward. That's all that you can do. That other person, whatever they're going to do, however because do you see where I'm going here? Because if we wait, there's going to be resentment. If we move on, and I mean, we've been ghosted. That shows you the respect that you're getting at this point. If they heal from that and they understand that that's not, how do you say, that's not the right thing to do, and they prove that they can come through with something of trust and of respect, then you deal with that at that time. And if you're in another relationship, then time's up. You're meant to go in that other relationship. Because that's the thing. We can't be waiting on these people too long because the universe really is bringing in soulmates like you wouldn't believe. Soulmate number one, go there. Soulmate number two, go there. This is what I see them doing, just shuffling them out like cards. I got five over here. That's okay. Pick one. You know, and if one is weighing about, don't even worry about that. You can send them love and all of that. If you are healed and all of that, you can do that in a pure way. I would suggest you do that. That will help everybody and everything. It'll help them heal energetically. You do that and you move forward and you just continue to move on in the direction. Um, yeah, that's all you can do is the sense that I get. Because really, you start out the reading here with the Fool, and but they're rooted in something. And I feel like that's the healing that needs to happen here. We're going inside because we know we need it. And the hurt and pain, there it is. The deceit, well, that's, we got to somehow deal. I feel like there's a little bit of ways here before we can really truly see what's going on. And again, if you're in your compassion, that's a great place to be. You just ship it love and move forward. That's all you can do. I'll say that out. Okay, the TLC card we get for you. Wow. Willingness to grow. Would you look at that? Beautiful card. Very well done artistically. Willingness to grow. This is what's happening here. Both of us, right? At the same time, you may not be together, but you're both growing. Okay, I'm going to read it. Outer voices declare, don't leap, hold back. Whoa. Look at this. Okay, hold on. This one card is putting a spin on this. They challenge us. How can you be sure you'll make it? Yet inner voices are your soul and spirit whispering, leap. Because they are privy to the ways of the divine, they know that a net has already been placed to catch you. Yet you continue to dither between the here and the there, wondering, what was I thinking? It is fear that is trying ever more incessantly to seduce you back into habitual surroundings. Pay no attention. Your journey towards greater fulfillment has started long ago. Wow. Hmm. Don't leap, hold back. So the sense that they're giving me there with this card is don't hold back from going in a new direction. Don't leap back into old ways because I was going to go, oh man, are they going to put a spin on this? But they did, but in the way that it was kind of being read here, trying to bring that forward. Uh, well, the thing here is don't leap back into anything either. And the sense you're giving me is till we heal, and we'll know when we're healed because it will be a natural gravity. It probably something will come at you is a sense when we're healed. Don't leap, hold back. Outer voices declare, don't leap, hold back. Your journey towards greater fulfillment has started long ago. Yeah, so we may have been stuck in habitual ways and we're now working ourselves out of doing that. The way that we've been treated, the way that we've had negative things come at us here. So hopefully that helps you, TMS. Yeah, I vaguely remember it. Sorry, I can't like recall. There's a lot of stuff that goes on up in here. Not always good, but um, I'll have to go back and look and see what I get there. I do vaguely remember some of the energies there. They were pulling it back for me, but um, that ghosting and the sense was that we're in a good place here. We just need to heal and have faith that that partner is going to do the same. And if we can carry compassion for that partner, that'll help them fast track things as well. So, yeah, whenever I see these cards, and my defenses go up right away. So we've all been there. We've all had that. But you don't want to be repeatedly going in that stage here. So, yeah. Okay. Gemini Virgo. Will I reconcile? Okay, give me a moment here. I got one more reading. I got to shut her down here. So I will give you a reading here. You'll be my last for the night because I come in for an hour and it's already an hour. But I go over most times anyway because I yap too much. So I will Jason. Hello, thank you so much. I love you and your reading. Thank you for coming in and trusting me to seek in there. for the answers. And hopefully it makes sense to you. And again, never substitute my instinct for your own, but energetically I'm guided here. We're going inside is what we're doing, what we're instinctively needing to do. And there's a discovery yet to come. I feel like we got a little more introspective work to do, and it will all come clean and clear. Time too has a way of opening the field in a different direction, distracting us as well. And a willingness to grow. We're more than willing to grow here, and this is what is happening over this time. So, okay, there's your energy. Okay, now we were at someone here. I didn't write down who that was. There it is, Tonka. My question is, okay, Tonka and then Gemini Virgo, and then I'm going to shut her down. So anybody coming in, they'll just have to wait till the next month, 20th, 21st, 22nd. I'll announce it in my feed. I'm going to have a lot of videos coming up for these new readings. Check out your spirituality readings, by the way. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, go through the feed. If I got a lot of music videos in there, just keep going through the feed till you see the announcement for the posting for the next time, but it'll be between the 20th and 22nd of the next month. So we'll catch you then. Okay, Tonka. Well, my question is, does TG miss me? His feelings, thoughts towards me. I'm a Libra. He's Pisces. My initials are SS and TG. Thank you. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go with the romance cards. They want the chakra cards. Wisdom we can put away. Don't take that literally. But yeah, we're more in the field of love here. Let me find. I'm gonna go sun and moon here, I think. Yeah, we'll go. Okay. And they're giving me. Do I have those out? Want me to get? Give me a second. There it is. They want a surrender card. There's something here we have in our energy field that it may be creating. We need to be illuminated too, is the sense you're giving me. Okay. Okay, Gemini Virgo. Here we go. So you're squeaking in here under the wire. Okay. Romance cards. Yeah, I gotta get these revs up because my next reading for next month will be in the love and romance direction. Looking forward to that because, again, the field is bringing out the soulmates, bringing out the twin flames. They're both coming forth to bear. So beware. Anybody looking into new romances, we may be hit up by a lot of different options here in that way. So when you think you're looking in one direction, another one might just open up on the side. Heads up. Okay, where am I here? I'll just leave it. As I shuffle. Okay. Gemini, he is. Oh, am I in the right one here? Hold on, I'm getting Gemini and Tonka fan mixed up here. I'm reading for Tonka. Okay, sorry. Okay, I have to go back here. Sorry, I'm getting both people are mind melding me. Okay, my question. Right. Okay, and then we're going to stick with Tonka. Okay, next. Okay. Okay. What's on here? Why have I got a misfire? We got two misfires. Might be significant. Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get rid of these chakra cards here. They're going. These are good. We'll get the energy here. Cut 1, 3. Yeah, I didn't even know. I just kind of unprepared today. Zoned out. Forgot it was 6:30. 6:15. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go online. Because I backed it up a bit because I was tending to bring things into 2 hours instead of 1 hour. So I thought, oh, I'll back it up just in case. Yeah. Okay. So we are Tonka. Tonka. Okay, I'm not going to take any of the horoscopes into account here. Okay, first card here, Tonka. Here we go. Abundance, 3 of Cups. So are we talking about the whole? Okay. Because it's asking, are we talking about the whole relationship here, one-sided, and they're going overall, this is what he's trying to dispel what you're feeling here. We have the abundance card, the 3 of Cups. Again, feeling happy with the people that we're with, the people that we're around, we're celebrating quite highly. This may have been the vibe we were in with this person. Okay, we felt very good, celebratory. We may have met them at a gathering of friends, this kind of thing. Next card, 8 of Pentacles, prudence. 8 of Pentacles, is usually about working hard at something. Here, it's about taking notice of each little detail. I'm taking word prude out of there and replacing with the energy of like prudence, meaning of high stature. That's what they're giving me here, like prudence. So do we have a feeling or a sense that either this person is above us in some kind of rank way, or we are above them, this kind of thing? There's something here they're making me aware of in that way. Does this make sense? Comments. So obviously. Hi, Christy. I'm doing my last 2 readings here, so I'm tied up for the night. But if you want a reading, come back next month around the 20th to the 22nd, and we'll come in. But you're free to watch. But yeah, I'm logged in for the night, starting to shut things down. Yeah, I'm getting a, a rank here. Like somebody is seeing this. If it's not you, then it might be the energy of your partner. Okay, we'll leave that. Next card. We have the 4 swords, yeah, and that is true synergy. So this is really stating somebody here feels like either this person's too good or not good enough. Okay, so you have to figure out where you sit there. What was your name? Tonka fan. I feel like this is your energy here of waiting and wondering. Yes. Okay. So we don't want to be too clingy. This is you here. Kind of in dreamland a little bit, wondering what's going on now. Let me tap in. I want to tap into these here first to get the basis before I get into these romance cards, because they can really throw a lot of energy. Because the sense here, we're in limbo waiting. There's a truce that's been called here. Prudence. Now, 8 of Pentacles can also symbolize being hard at work. This could be that partner. Hard at university, whatever it was you said there. Forgive me for not grasping a lot. I try and take bits here. For school, right? Being hard at work. So I feel like that person truly is doing this. I do not feel there's any, it's not like they're out partying and messing around. I think they are buckling down, and they are really taking a chunk of time here and devoting it to this. And this is the only card that would symbolize that, is getting down to work and dealing with things in that way, in that manner. of being hard at work and taking one thing at a time here. Very okay, they're starting to give me their feed there. Very overwhelming. There's a lot that has come down that was not in there. When they went out to go to school, they thought it'd be light and easy, and there's a big workload that's coming down. It's so overwhelming at this time. They're just overwhelmed by everything. So they're trying to, get on board with that, is the sense that I got. Okay, yeah, so this would be their energy, his energy on the other side, working hard to strive. And again, I feel a sense of being overwhelmed. Oh, you're okay. Overwhelmed highly with what's going on. So it is not that they're trying to avoid it, is they are trying to be successful in and conquer in this area. This does mean a lot to them. This is where they're putting their effort at this time. So I do not feel they're actively avoiding you. I feel like they're very well overwhelmed with the workload that they've got. It's way overboard of what they expected it to be. They really they underestimated the workload here. They figured they would have a lot of time on their hands, and they're just seeing that they're just not going to have it. In fact, they're very, yeah, I'm picking up the energy quite highly here. He is very tired emotionally, like even if you're just sitting in front of a screen watching, or if you're sitting in a class and you're doing it, is something that just not, there's just draining. I got to absorb all this. I got to remember all this. This is not like they're just overwhelmed. So that's that. Okay. Now the three cups, I feel like that's the combined energy of where you were before they took off. And we had a lot of excitement. We had a lot of cheer. This is all good and gravy. Okay. They are overwhelmed. Okay, we got the basis here. You are in waiting because you've got a lot more time on your hands. You've got a lot more time to think. This person ain't got time to think about nothing other than the load that they got coming on them, and it's heavy. And not only that, they may not be able to think or make time for like a week. And I don't know if you said that, but it's like I can't fit you in, man. I got things to do. So this does mean a lot to them, so they are making it a priority. Okay, now the romance cards as we move in. Three cups, celebratory energy. This is how we feel when we were with them. This is the vibe that we had. We had a lot of fun and great energy. We may have even met in and amongst friends. We have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups here is about waiting. This is interesting. We'll go back to this energy of you. But here we're kind of waiting. In a way, yeah, because they're sitting there waiting for a cab. Okay, they had a big celebration, waiting for the cab, and they're sitting there singing. So they're distracting themselves with things while they're waiting, instead of just waiting and ho hum and getting mad or whatever. They're sitting there singing and making time pass and making the best of the moment. I feel like this is your energy, having to do with what has happened here. This is good. This is a good energy to be in. You're balanced. So that's all great and groovy. Okay, this card of being overwhelmed, what do we get? One, the Magician. Yeah. So the Magician is all about manifesting and wanting to go forward quite highly in the energy. Look at all the tools. This guy is just at the beginning process here of figuring out what he wants to go forward in. I feel like that's why he's overwhelmed. Okay, give me a minute. I'm getting a heavy feed of this guy. Yeah, he wants some, just simply, right? You go to school, you want to manifest your future, you want to get the job, you want to get the house, you want to get the car, you want to get, this is all the line of stuff that this person is trying to line up. And this is what we got to do to do it. So we can't let anything get in the way, including romance. So this guy might even be an earth sign. Because that's the kind of feeling I got, and nothing going to get in my way. I have to get this basis here. So it's not that they don't want to connect. It's just that this is their priority. And if they want to connect with you successfully, they see finances as being the core value here. And until I get that in line, I ain't dealing with nothing. So ghost or no ghost, I'm going to manifest what I want. You're part of that, but I got things I got to deal with in my own. This is kind of the way. I don't feel it's that deadpan, but I feel like that's how they're looking at it. Everything's got to take a sidestep until I figure out. They're trying to manifest the future of their dreams, really. Go after what it is that they want. Now, your energy, because it's really being bombarded by his energy, I feel highly, and yours is kind of sitting back waiting because it's passive and there's not much. We're kind of in limbo. We're not really feeling driven. We're kind of on pause. So, what do we get here? Yeah, right? Wow. 17, and this is the star in the romance card. If you look, it is a compass. And whenever I get this card, it's like, what direction is this going? So this is your thought process coming in here. Now I'm sitting here, I got all this time on my hands to think. This guy got none. And I'm thinking, well, maybe they don't appreciate it. So I feel like as long as you keep your balance here, with your time and your energy and what you spend it on. Keep yourself balanced and busy, where we're not overindulged with too much in a negative mindset of what they're doing because they truly are busy. I do get that quite highly. And they will contact you when they can and just trust in them. I feel like to a certain degree there is trust here. That's why we are taking it so well. But we can easily let things get out of hand as time passes, right? So to check in, maybe send them an email with your thoughts and just say, or don't, because the sense they're giving me is this can all work out okay. Now there's dropout cards here. I just want to bring those in here. Six of Swords, talking about science, and look at how somebody on a computer, or is it a computer? It could be. It's an art drawing. But to me, they're making me see a computer. So this person may be using the computer a lot to accomplish work, which makes sense in the day and age that we're at. Everything's through online. So this is what they're doing most of the time here. And the word there is science. So there's a sense here of looking into all these things that, yeah, this is distraction. Okay, so that energy goes in with this. This is what that person is all blocked off with. Like the swords are all blocking him because he is busy with that thing that he's doing. Okay, now this other card came out, Seven of Pentacles of failure. Now, give me a moment to explain this because this energy, maybe our energy of spinning in circles around this to the degree that we can bring it to a stop. We can over respond here and crash and burn this energy if we don't have the patience to wait or the patience to trust this person. Dot to dot. I do not see at this point anything in here that makes me think that that person is doing anything other than what they need to do to move themselves forward. So trust issues, I don't feel there should be any. But again, you would know best. The thing here is we may have some issues having to do with trusting other people that may get in the way or may pull us on the dark side of thinking. And it may come to a point where there's failure because this person may not have time to communicate with us to the degree that it might be hard to deal with them. Now, I'm going to get you a card. Mine, okay. I'm being pro. Okay, so this is good because it's just keeping in line and it's giving us something where, we don't have the devil in there playing with our thoughts, going, oh, this person's cheating, this person's doing that, and person's doing, because they're not. They're fully encompassed and worked, and I felt such a download of overwhelm from this person that they're just not going to come up for air until it's almost done. So this is the sense they're giving me. This is the way it may come off. You're at work. Okay, so you're distracted, so this is good. We both have a life, we're both balanced. It's all good. So I think we can be okay as long as we don't let our thoughts get away about what direction this is going to go. At this time, I do feel there's a truce here. Energetically, there's a truce. But this person is really just focusing 100% on the work, the school, the job, the whatever it is that they're trying to line up there. They're focusing on that, and you really are not part of the mix. But when we're done this, then we'll redistribute that energy and see in a different way that maybe changes. That's the only way I can say it to you because that's how they're shooting it at me. Um, okay. Yeah, it's all good. That's all good. That's good instinct. Don't want to overwhelm him because guess what? He's already overwhelmed in a studious, I got to get this done kind of way. And, sometimes when people are in that mode, they have, when they come out and they have to deal with something on the sidelines, they can get snippy. So that, just a warning there. Could see that. Now, I'm seeing a lot of stuff here. Hi, Stephanie. Um, Thanks, woman, for coming in. I'm near the end of my rope here on the readings, but if you come back on the 20th to the 22nd of next month, watch my communities tab. I can squeeze in a good full-on reading for you at that time. I'll be coming in next month here. So unfortunately, I ran out of time here. I was supposed to be here till 7:30. It's now 8. So I'm running on borrowed. But if you come back, we can answer some questions for you next month for that if you can hang on that long. Thanks for commenting. It's just overwhelming. We're talking about overwhelming. Okay, we're gonna get you that last card, Tom, and then we'll get to Gemini, and then I'll shut it down. But thanks for coming out and talking. Check out my the readings, my horoscope readings. Check them out. You never know; they may fly with you. Subscribe because the energy goes in there pretty good if you do. And bring your energy. And the way to bring the energy into the readings is if you like it. If it doesn't resonate, you can dislike it, show me it don't resonate. And you can also subscribe. And you can just really just think about the reading and needing guidance and wanting to get it from here, and you'll get it. Okay, Tonka, we're going to get you a guidance card. I feel like you're on the right path. You really don't need my direction here. The only thing I feel that's really being pushed is be careful that we don't get caught up in negative mindset having to do with this person. And the only thing you weren't seeing is the fact that they are truly busy and overwhelmed by it highly. Now that you understand that, we should have an easier time with it. It's all good gravy. Okay, so I always get blocked. Power surrender card. Yes, I feel like this is timing. It's going to be time. We'll see. Cut and print. Ooh, surrender to passion. That's a good one. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. I feel like they're saying in your current now. This person is busy because the sense they're giving me energetically is it's a truce. We're not laying anything to rest. We're not breaking up. We're not together still, but we're not apart. So it's kind of a neutral. We're in neutral. So what they want you to do is just focus on your here and now and let things of passion drive you in your here and now. And if there happens to be something that comes in, which I'll tell you, the energy's shifting for this shit. It's not shit, it's good stuff. The energy is shifting for people to get mates in over this fall season. I'm in Canada here. The fall season is now. So there's going to be a magnetic attraction bringing people in. Now, if there's one that comes your path that you get along with, then you guys are true. Then the thing I would suggest is you talk to that person and just, communicate that to them. I had coffee with this person, ... Then they know, they're aware. Then either they are going to try and make more time, but I tell you, they're not going to have it. So that's I can't even. Okay, so they want you to be passionate in your here and now. And if you're busy with work, and maybe that's where your passions come out, or anything that comes by you in this field right now and you're here and now that brings out your passion, you go for it. And I feel like that's not what I say. Don't exclude another partner coming in your path. People are pulled and put in different directions for different reasons. So just be open to whatever brings passion out in this time. That is your surrender card. Surrender to something that may bring out your passion in the future. And I do feel that emanating. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you move forward. I don't think you need too much guidance. Like I said, I think the energy there that you needed was, is this person really truly doing what they're saying they're doing? And the sense is yes. Are they trustworthy? Yes. But they're just putting everything aside until they accomplish this. So that's true. That is truly what's going on from my feed. Stephanie, thank you for being patient. Thanks for coming in too. You are welcome. So now I had Gemini. What was it? I wish I send to God. Oh, hold on here. I want to. Okay, that is not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Because there's a lot of that floating in the air, I'll tell you right now. And it just goes in and out of people, and sometimes they don't even realize. So thank you for that. Okay, Gemini Virgo. Are you still here? Yeah, okay. Let's get back and zone in on this one. Okay. Uh, Gemini, Virgo, on and on. Now we're detached. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do the same thing for you. We're going to go with the Sun and the Moon cards. And see what we get. Gemini and Virgo. Well, I will tell you first off, Gemini is air. Virgo is earth. Air and earth create a little bit of havoc there. They're not supportive energies to each other. They have to learn to adapt. They're kind of like alien to each other. Not a lot of intuitive understanding between the two. So it may be one of those relationships that takes a little more effort to truly understand where another person's coming from. But the Gemini would be more prone to understanding the Virgo than the Virgo the other way. But the Virgo appreciates Gemini's multiplicity. All of these things that they can do, Gemini appreciates that quite highly. So there's a high respect there. Just going over this generally to pick up the field. He has detached completely, says with disdain. Okay, so just trying to get up. Okay. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, you are the Gemini. Okay, Virgo took off. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay, cut and print. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And the romance cards. I'm going to flip. Should I? No, I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh, man. So yeah, thanks guys for coming in. I'm going to start, I made a commitment to come in once a month and give these readings to help people out. The reasoning I'm really getting nailed to this is because all these soulmates are coming in, twin flames, if you will. These relationships are all going to be in such a kerfuffle over this from now till February of next year. Well, it could be even longer. Depends on the delayed, reactions from some. We may be taken longer, but because of this, I feel driven to, feed the message through, help you see the right, well, is it the right path? You ultimately will not, they say don't take the free will away, and I got to watch my step there because sometimes I give advice. It's like, do it. But you are free to not take that advice. It's just that we just going to take us a little longer to get there. That's all. Because they're really wanting you to get there as quickly as you can. That's all. Okay. Thanks, Pumpkin Soul. Improvement in my health. Let me just tap in. quickly. Thanks for the subscribe. Check out your reading. It is spiritual in nature. On the feed here, the last feed. I'm not connecting. I'm too much in line here, but if I remember, I'll get back to you after I do this reading, and I'll give you a quick yes or no, or if I pick up anything. Yeah, coming after this feed. Okay, just give me a minute. It's hard for me to pull out of an energy once I'm trying to drive it in there. If you're still in, 1, 2, 3. And they're going bottom of the deck up. We have the Emperor. Okay. Okay. Gemini. Yeah, because you had a bomb in reading. This last. Did I post it yet? I don't even know. I think I posted it already. Just let me look here. Because they're making me aware that where did I put the card? Here it is. Aries, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, it's up. And that's a good reading. So hopefully you resonate with that one. The Emperor energy here's brought that up to me. Okay. First card, Gemini Virgo. Success. Here we go. Six of Pentacles, in the regular deck is about equal reciprocity, give and take, back and forth. Okay. So if we're not with this person, we are in success, no less, right? Okay. So next card, Queen of Pentacles, is this you? Right? You may not be an earth sign, but you may be in this energy, which is someone who is very grounded, who is stable in their financial sector, is what I'm feeling most highly. We are stable in our life right now, and we are going outward to try to um, gain that love of direction, is the sense that I'm getting. But everywhere else here, we're getting headway. I feel like this goes back to the success card. We are successful in our finances. We're successful in our career. We're successful in feeling comfortable within ourselves and where we're at. Everything in that, everything other than the romance is groovy, is the sense that I'm getting here. Mm-hmm. And because of this, look at, sorry, hello, searching around. The pentacles are falling from heaven, right? Pennies from heaven, they're coming. So it's like we're being gifted success in a certain area, or this was our gift all along. We're doing quite well here. It doesn't focus very well. This is all good. The Queen of Pentacles, now notice this, okay. Give me a moment here, the chattering. There's not much on this card, but they're playing it for all it's worth. They're going, okay, this may sum up the scenario we're feeling here. They're going, notice this ram standing there in defiance, and how we got one person here standing here. It's almost like this ram could come and butt them, but they're not. And they're going, and take notice of the desert in the background. This is the oasis. This is it'd be like the kingdom of whatever that we want. It is far away, but it is in our picture. It is in our view, right? We may be having a stubborn partner at this time, is the sense that I'm getting. Now, just give me moments to go through this energy. The next card we have is Justice. Okay, we had a Virgo and a Gemini. So this is a Libra card. And this speaks to, right, justice, speaks to balance, can speak to karma, can speak to a balance of energy. Now, we had equal give and take here, but that was on your field, only in your field. And the sense that I'm getting here is that this person was not giving equally to us. Is this correct? Because the sense they're giving me is, yep. And there's something here about karmic repercussions that they are dealing with at this time. This may be from you, or it may be overall in the romantic department for this person. There's something that they need to balance out, is what I'm getting. Very much. I don't know when she said that very much. When they said that, yes, it is, and he did not give. Okay, so this is what's going on now. That's just laying there. Let's go into the romance card, see what happens here. Blow it apart. Six of Pentacles. This is the universe rewarding you for all that you are giving in every other area but the love area. We get the Three of Cups to accentuate that. Now, this is interesting. I do not feel this is your energy, but I could be wrong. Three of Pentacles, or sorry, the Three of Cups is my hit it and quit it card, my walk in and walk out card, no emotional feelings. So this may be something that you were getting from the partner here. The Virgo may be in an air here where they don't give a lot other than physical intimacy. There's not a lot of emotional stuff going on because this is a man walking in a brothel, making an exchange and walking back out. So there's not a lot of extra here that we were getting, and that's the imbalance. This is signifying the imbalance, and the universe is looking, because I'm getting a sense from you like that's harsh, but we may have how you say, a low barometer when it comes to this. We may be, I'm not going to say used to this, but we may be used to not having a lot of emotions flow out of someone. So when they come and take what they want and don't give us any extra emotions like that, well, we never got that from anybody else anyway. This kind of thing uh, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's just amping up. The universe is amping up. We're seeing what's going on here. We do not approve highly. We do not approve of the treatment that you've got here. Justice come down upon this person. Now, Queen of Pentacles, what's coming here? We get the Five of Swords. Yeah, that's the great disappointment that we're feeling when this person left. Even though they weren't feeding us with what we needed to sustain or survive here in a normal relationship. I'm saying normal in quotes because, again, we are used to being mistreated in relationships. This person is high on mistreatment or lack thereof, no matter. I can't spit the words out. They're not treating us in any way, and we're letting them get away with it. Okay, so does this make sense? Yes. Okay. Okay. So this is an alignment. So this is the energy. That person may not know how to react any other way but then to get a physical exchange and leave and not work for it. Okay. Now, this is very disappointing to us, even though we are in a field here where they're going, our barometer is not high enough for, we're accepting this, and this is not something we should accept. Our barometer is lower because we may have been treated, not, how you say, with lack of emotion down all our, because they're showing me all our partners in the past, it's just they all had this trait, it's just physical and that's it. So this is what's going on. Yeah, we're feeling it quite highly. This person's not feeling a lot. They're wanting the physical, and they're not feeling a lot. Okay, so when we get to the justice, and this is where all the energy is going to pounce. You ready? Oh man, Two of Cups. There it is. That's the justice. Guess what? Um, this is a connection. This is the Two of Cups is about two people coming together. Now, give me a minute because you initially asked. What was the initial question here? Will I reconcile? Now, give me a moment here because there's a need to take charge here. Justice is coming upon this relationship overall, is the sense, correct? Yeah. Yeah. Give me a minute. Something I'm missing here. We really, in our life, the only thing that we need topped up with is in the love department. So we're cased. This person, not so. They got a lot of work to do, not only in the love department. Uh, yeah, they got a lot of catching up to do, is what they said. Emotional department, we're devoid. We don't understand how to treat a woman properly. We do not understand how to work for it. This is not in their vocabulary. word for it. What? I get it. That's what I deserve. This is the attitude I'm getting. I don't know if that's their attitude or just, yeah, it is. Trying to make it softer here. That's their attitude. It is hurting us to deal with this person in this way. The Emperor, they're going, we need to flip that deck over because the Emperor's sitting there. We need to take charge and express to this person. Now, did we express to this person that things here were not of the utmost? This I'm not happy here. I feel like that's not been conveyed from you to them, so they do not know this. But justice comes down because I feel like this person, even though they are gone. There is stuff that they're dealing with, is this the undercurrent that I'm getting. There's stuff. And it may be the way that they treated you. They don't, because the Two of Cups is about a deep soul connection where two people are going to share together. I'm going to expand here. No, keep that Emperor. I feel like the Emperor is on your side, wanting to empower you to be able to speak to this person and say, I need more. But we're maybe in fear of losing this person to the degree that we're not going to challenge anything. Um, he's going through a breakup. Okay. Whoa. I didn't get that energy. But the karma, the justice, okay, this makes sense then. So he's just got shit to figure out. But along the way, we just need to express because there's still the issue of how we're treated. Because we want that person back for the way they were treating us. No, we don't. That's what the universe is saying. No, we don't. We don't want that treatment back. We want a person that treats us better than what we were treated here. And that needs to be spoken for. That's what they're saying first off. And they're saying shuffle. I'm going to shuffle here to clarify a little more because there's something else they want to say. Okay, so there's some justice that needs to come through to this man to deal with that relationship. He's not quite out of it yet. Um, okay, so that needs to be expressed in some kind of way. I mean, pick your moment. Don't just go running, whatever. But that needs to be expressed to him in some way. Um, what was that? No, I don't think. I can't remember. I feel like, you know, hmm, if there's a natural process that allows you to converse with him, then do so. Bring that up. But if it doesn't come naturally, because I feel like this person has really got some stuff, they do have some stuff they got to deal with here in that relationship. Okay. And if that's the thing, they're in another relationship. Yeah, I need more cards. Just give me a minute here. I need more cards because I want to say something, but I don't want to presume that it's there until I get the card. Just give me a moment. So we both have to take charge. Um, yeah, they're pointing at you for it. You have to take charge and say what you will and won't accept. And when you do it, it's not like you have to rush to them right away. This person does have you on their mind. And this person is going to end the situation that they are in or deal with it in some kind of justified way, balance it out in some way. What do we got here? Just give me a minute. Under one. I'm going to pull three here. Okay. Are we going? Okay. No. Okay. So the magician comes in to clarify this energy. We're feeling successful in our life. We have a partner here that kind of comes and goes on the physical side of things, not much else coming from them. The magician comes here. It's like this guy has a bag of tricks. He knows. I said before, he don't know how to treat. They're going, he knows. He has all the tools there. He's got the cup of love. He's got the pentacle. He's got the sword. He's got the wand. There's nothing missing. So this man does know how to treat. He just may be in a position where he's being mistreated. So now he goes outward and mistreats others. Or I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this came about. So we have someone who's in a detanglement. This came about as a connection. I feel like this person wanted a one night stand, but they ended up finding a soulmate in you and didn't count on that. They just wanted to hit it and quit it. And well, damn it, I got feelers. I got feelers here. So this is what's going on. Now, first of all, they got to clear up this situation because you don't want somebody that just jumps from one to the other. They got to clear up this situation, and that is what is distracting them at this point. They do have the tools, so they're going, correct me if I'm wrong, it's not. They have the tools here to deal with this, what they're saying spiritually, and they see everything that I don't, and you don't either, or may not be seeing, right? So we're disappointed because we got everything but the love of our life here. We're feeling a deep connection to this person, and what they're doing and how they're treating us is not quite hitting the mark. The 10 is the contentment. We want to feel content in this relationship. We want to have a trust. And this is really about contentment to the highest, where we trust that person and we idolize that person quite highly. Now, idolize is not the right vibrancy you want there, but the sense is we adore them and we trust them to do the right thing. And that may have a lot to do with your situation here. Now, as I go on top of the Two of Cups, can we amp it up anymore? Oh, sure. We'll put the Lovers in there. That's amping it. So this is exactly what happened. This was spiritually guided to come together, but he's got to deal with his root ball there and clear that up in order to come to you cleanly. And there may even be some emotional healing that needs to be done in order for him to bring out his trick bag where he does treat you properly. Because again, hurt people, they have a tendency to hurt others because sometimes they feel powerless in their life to go in the way that they're going. I'm not sure about anything. I still want to get over past and start fresh. Well, I feel like this is a soulmate union. I feel like there's justice going down on his end quite highly. And I feel like that is both of yours then. You can't really have the Two Cups and the Lovers card if there's not a lot of feelings here. This guy's feeling. He may not, okay, how do I express this? He may have, I'm trying to get your comments coming through here. He may have been in a situation where he was in a partnership that was slowly deteriorating, or to a degree that where he was overpowered by the feminine, or not being able to speak up, or how do you say, contact things, like deal with things properly. Like we felt powerless in the relationship we were in. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And then because of this, we felt powerless to change it. Give me a minute. I'm going to give you a power surrender card. I'm hoping this is really something. I mean, I feel they're going. Remember, this is just a chunk of time we're driving out here. This is just a chunk. What they're telling me is this man is capable of treating a woman properly, or the relationship properly, very much so. Is there a potential for contentment? This is what we've wanted all along. And in order to get it in the proper manner, we really do have to stand up for those things that don't feel right already. In the meantime, this person is going to be dealing with their justice through this relationship. I feel like they came into this relationship. Does that make sense? I hate to say it this way. You may not understand, but I feel like they came in as a one-nighter, and now they're going, this has more potential for the long term, but I got all this stuff over here I got to deal with. This is the conundrum. And the Emperor is here to say, both of us in our own ways, you have to take charge to communicate what you need from this person full on. They need to know that before they can truly come forth in their energy. I think the Virgo's good for it. If you find them, they'll go, yeah, I can step up here. I can do more. I was in a mode where it's just, this wasn't fun. I can do this. I feel like the Virgo's good for it. But we have to stand up for it, right? We have to stand up for the fact that we weren't happy the way things were exclusively. We were feeling, gimme, but we weren't happy with, the kind of hit and quit it thing. Because that's what we're getting. And it's like, well, we have to make a stand for that and say that doesn't, standing up for our rights of how to be treated. We've got to teach them some of them. And I feel like he's got the tools, he just has to be reminded. Oh yeah, I gotta use tools here. And then they respect you more in the end, right? Because we're not dealing with a bimbo, we're dealing with a long-term situation here. Okay, there's hopefully this will nail things. Pumpkin, thanks for waiting. If just 5 more minutes. Yeah, because he's feeling more. He wants more, but he doesn't know how to give it, or he doesn't. There's things there that are blocking that. He has to deal with those things that are blocking it. He has to be devoted, and if you have to stand up for that energy if that's what you want, and if you don't, and you keep playing and you don't take a stand there, then you're just going to get more of this. Yeah, that's a phase I had to go through as well. You just get more disappointment because they disappoint you at every turn because they don't have to. You'll take them back, right? That's a lesson. It's a hard one. So you just have to decide whether you want to take the Emperor and is this the right one? If it is, then it's worth standing up for it. If it's not, then you move on. Okay. Okay. Surrender card. What do we got? Complete healing. Yeah. Because there is something inside of us that allows us to accept this negative behavior. So we have to surrender to complete healing in order to say, okay, finally, yeah, I do not, this is not good enough for me. Open fully to loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. And this man may support you physically, but the emotional and the spiritual need some work, need some input. More input is what they're saying. So we got to decide if that's something we can get from this person. The only way to understand that is to communicate and take charge and stand up for that. And if we're not willing to stand up, or we don't have the guts to stand up, maybe this is not the right person. Okay. Okay. So it's a tipping point here. And this is universally, it's all over the place. So hopefully you see something more than you did when you come in here. That's all I say. And the universe really just, it is in your hands here. We have to stand up for ourselves and our dignity here. Are we being used? And if we are we going to allow this any further? People can change, yes. They can adapt, yes. But are we going to, are they going to? No. Okay. You know what? It's open ended here. The sense I get here is that there's a lot of communication that needs to happen in order, because you can bring him in, he'll come back. Oh yeah, he'll come back for the physical stuff. If you don't say that this isn't enough, there's a sense here. It's almost like we don't want to admit that it's not enough. We just want it back, the physical stuff. And they're going, that ain't enough. That ain't enough to sustain. Because you get it back, and then you get in there, and there's all these other missing parts. It's like 75% is missing. We got a physical side, but what's going on with the other side? This is what I'm getting, the feed, right? So that's what we got to stand up for. Is this what we want other than physical? We got to communicate that and whatever. So, if we're not in communicado at this time, we got to get to a point where we are. and we feel comfortable. Is anytime, I'll give you a hint, your instinct. Anytime you're going, oh, I don't want to, why are you feeling a resistance there? Because I'm feeling that, oh, I don't want to bug, I don't want to, because to a certain degree, we can have that. That's reasonable. But to a degree where we're not, where our self-worth, we don't feel worthy to come forward and express that. Why is that? Because I'm getting that highly from you. Yeah. So, how badly do you want that answer? If you want it, go knock on the door and say, okay, we need to talk, and sit down, become that emperor energy and sit down and say, okay, this is it. My office, no, like, right? We're going to nail this. We're going to, and not in a physical way, we're going to nail it emotionally and future wise. Where do you see this going in the future? What do you do? So many people are so scared to lay it on the table anymore because they know, or they feel they know intuitively that person wants a certain thing, so they're going to skirt around the issue because I just want that person and I want to keep what I got even though it's not good enough. So I don't know, I feel like, oh yeah, they'll come back, but is that what you want when you get it back? Just the physical, is that what you want? Because that's what the universe really trying to bump you up from. The universe trying to get you into something that is more than just physical. And what they're saying is if we don't stand up for it, we're just not going to get it. And this is what they're going. Now, if we stand up and communicate to that person and then they try, well, there you go. Then you get that. But I'm not seeing anything because I don't feel that you're going to gain the courage to go forward to that person. And I don't feel that person's going to push to bring that energy to you. So I just see a stalemate. That's the energy I'm reading, futuristic, stalemate. Because we're not going to move forward. They're not going to. Okay, well, that's a stand in itself, and then you communicate from there. So it's all up to you and what you will and won't accept. And what you're able to communicate to that person is what you need. Because, you know, yeah, and you just go in there, and I think there's a little bit of an instinct hovering there saying this guy's just not on that line. But again, he might be going through some stuff, so it's all complicated. It's all complicated. You use your instinct. I will not tell you, because right here it's a truce. We got someone here. Will they come back and get more? Oh yeah, they always do. Those physical ones, they always will come and abuse that. They will take total advantage of that. Absolutely. But you have to be the one to lay that boundary. So, and that's how you do it. You talk. Communicate that. If they can't put up with it or they're skirting around issues, then you got your answer. Because a lot of men, they say, well, I don't want to disappoint her. And this, BS. Just tell me yes or no. Save my time. Save your time. I'm not going to be on your doorstep knocking you up. And we're not, you know what I mean? I'm getting real blunt here, but you get it, right? So we just got to, we take our kahunas and go up there and say, what are we doing here? Get the answer and have the courage to deal with the answer and go. So at here, I see a truce. I don't see energetically you guys getting together. But if you go and decide to push that energy forward, that can change, that can mutate. This is just a snapshot of the here and now. So if you go and you put an energy in there that you weren't thinking before because of the reading, you can change that frequency. And to me, go in there. What's your worst fear? He's going to say no. He's kind of saying no already. So you ain't losing anything here, right? Yeah, it just depends. That's my take. But do whatever you feel like doing. But to me, yeah, communicate. And when that door opens, then you allow it. Because the universe usually tells me, if don't push on another person. If the opportunity arises for them to come back and explain or ask, then take full advantage of that moment. And you can pray and ask for that to happen. And then you take advantage of it when it's there. Okay, yeah, I did want to talk. I did want to, there is stuff I got to get off my chest. Thank you very much. So you just wait for that moment. In the meantime, just work on yourself, and you can't go wrong with that. You're welcome. Okay, I think I lost my, wow, I think I lost my pumpkin. Did I lose my pumpkin? You know what? I'll tap in anyway because you don't necessarily have to be here. I'll see. I wasn't able to click into the energy. They're asking for a TLC card now, so just give me a minute. So Pumpkin, whether you're here or not, you can look it up later. So wanting to know about health here, and I didn't get into any healing energy tonight, but this would have been one as well, probably. And you know what? If we're oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. Give me a moment here. I'm going to give you a TLC card, and then I'm going to filter through there. Yeah, you do have a very weak energy field. I'm having a hard time accessing, so it's telling me that you're either very tired, um, need a lot of rest, or don't have a lot of energy coming out your field extra. Give me a moment here. And you know what? If you come back next month and you hit me up, I'm going to try and make it at 6:30 again here, but I'll see. Yeah, I'll make it at 6:30. I don't know where you are in the world here, but if that time jives, and if not, we might be able to connect here in other ways. Yeah, we got a weak field. Okay, give me a moment here. Hopelessness. I hope I'm not being too personal, but this is what I'm getting. From England, okay. We're feeling hopeless with our condition. More. Fields of forgiveness. It's going to be deep. Okay. Okay, I'm going completely blind here, and I don't need any background. I'm going to try and pick up what I get. We get the card with the fields of forgiveness. This is a very bright, almost like a spring. Oops, sorry. Almost like a springtime feel to it, and that is about refreshing energy, refreshment. So there's a little hint that this wouldn't come out if there's something that can't be refreshed in some kind of way. So keep that in my clouds, eh? And the tree and the golden, the yellow is about the sacred. Give me a minute to read this. As you journey past resentment, now and then stopping only to recognize its desolate surroundings, decide you no longer want to linger on the bumpy road of disappointment. A new way of living will emerge, one that is full of surprise and perfectly timed synchronicities. Set your burdens down and let go of what delays your progress, and welcome in exchange the tender but stable roots of new beginnings. Enter the field of forgiveness where enchantment awaits you. So, if I were to go by this card alone, I'd say the future is looking bright. Things can look up here. Now, give me a moment. I feel like when they said burdens, there was a lot of weight and energy coming through there in this way. Now, if you have not come in contact with Louise Hay's book, How to Heal Your Life, I would suggest you look that up. There, you can go issue by issue into that book and see clearly where the root ball is, because they're going, we have deep roots here of disappointment and overburdening. And this is, yeah, look at, and this is what is creating this debilitation in this way. It's making sense. Now, give me a minute. I'm going to try and tap in to your field here. Yeah. To focus on that tree, right? Because the tree has deep roots. Our problem is we're not rooted in our own self. Okay, does this make sense? We have not clearly defined who we are. I'm just channeling here at this moment. Because of this, we are swept here, there, hither and dale is what they're saying. It's not my lingo. And because of this, we've been battered spiritually, and that comes out physically as a manifestation because of the way that we're emotionally or physically or spiritually treated. Emotionally and spiritually treated. We put up with a lot of what some would call abuse, and they're going, we definitely call it abuse. But down here, it can get sideswiped into a long line of treatment that we've seen done to others, and therefore it is acceptable. Does this make sense to you? This is going to change. Not only is it changing at this time, which is why we're having glimmers of hope here, but we also have moments of despair, and we know what we need to get out of in order to clear this up. If refusal happens here, this will not clean. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm on the right feed then. There is a lot of burden here. They're going, there's no doubt. Are we going to drive ourselves into the ground, or are we going to pull ourselves out? This is our final burden to unburden, like our final frontier here to go forward. It is up to us, they said. We know this, but we just do not know how. But the road will pave its way here. And again, assistance. I don't know what sign you are. Give me a moment. I can try to figure that out. I don't know if I can with the field the way it is. You really do not have a lot of extra energy for yourself at all. Everybody takes from you, and they feel that that is their right to do so, and they're going, this is not right. And even though these people are taking from us, they have no remorse or no way to pay back what they've taken, and they never will. They never have, they never will. This needs to be understood quite highly. We don't truly understand this. We know this as a habitual way, but we don't understand truly that this is the way. So um, we have to get real here, because it's almost like they're showing me we got to remove ourselves out of our life in order to gain our life back. We have to take ourselves out of it. So I don't know if it's a family situation. They're really not giving me a lot of details. They don't have to. The sense is we're in the wrong place here with the wrong energies sucking us dry, and we cannot allow this anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if you were a Pisces, because they have a tendency, or a water sign of some sort, to go in this way, to be trod upon in this way. It is part of their path, really, is to understand how people can be taken advantage of. This is it. Right? I mean, I'm not laughing. It's not a laughing matter, but it is a part of the Pisces burden is to be that person that is taken advantage of in that way. Okay. Yeah. So we just have to make that decision. Once we decide, that's the tree of life here that's going to plant roots in it. And the sense they're giving me, we have to plant roots somewhere else, if that makes sense. We have to make root, or decide who it is that we are, and then everybody else back off, because we really have to stand up for our strength here. Yeah. So I'll tell you this, there is hope, but it all rests on us, our decision. Nothing outside of us is going to change it, only us. And that's kind of, golden rule here. But there is a lot of hope and a lot of refreshment. Look how blue that sky is. Look how pink that, and that is talking about love and compassion and great things. Pink, purple is very high vibrational, and the yellow is about self-esteem, and that's the base here. Is it? Dandelions? I don't know. No, it's not dandelions, but it's some kind of flower, maybe even mustard seed in the fields. It's rooted in the ground, or self-esteem. That's what we got to work on in order to get us to a point where we feel like we deserve to leave and be respected, or we, back off, like reject these, reject the outflow of all of this energy, because it's really just everybody sucking us dry, and we're allowing it, and therefore to a degree that our physical health is in decline, and so much so. And again, we see this from higher ups, meaning generation after generation, we've seen people get sick in our field. Is this correct? Because they're showing me, oh, we've seen our parents get sick or our family members get sick, and they don't understand that it's because they're giving too much. Hopeless. Okay, because I was getting that very much in the beginning of the reading, feeling hopeless, like I can't do anything. But we're just gonna have to. This is gonna be a trying time, and the devil's plaything was the energy of the reading here spiritually. I don't know if that would apply to you or not. You may want to check that out. But we're going to have to gain a lot of, if we're bed bound. Yeah, and that's where the self-esteem comes in, right? We got to work on that. The thing is, what you'll have to do is you'll have to stand up for your dignity no matter. Meaning, you will have to stand up for those that are taking you down. And then as we do this more and more, change things more and more, maybe more of a struggle in that way. I'll tell you one thing, though, they're making me aware of is the fact that once we get our ducks in a row and decide who it is that we need to put boundaries up to and start putting those boundaries and maintaining them, because the one thing to lay a boundary down, but if the person don't respect that boundary and goes back and does it again, or crosses the line again, are we going to stand up for it and say, okay, I told you this and I can't have this and you're doing this and da da da. It's heavy. I do feel that for you. uh, I'm going to send you some energy here now. Do you have a particular area of the body? You're bedridden, so Uh, do you have a particular area of the body that you are in pain right now, or chronic pain that is really distracting you from? Because there's a sense that we have some pain here that may be distracting us from even formulating thoughts properly. Does this make sense? If so, they're giving me a headache. I'm getting a headache here. If so, I can work on that right now. I'll wait for your answer here, or hopefully do we have a connection? If not, maybe you don't know how to feel about that. If you are needing energetic healing, headaches, it's okay. So there's empathy there. Okay, I'm gonna try and work on that headache, and you come back next month, and we'll work on you again on that stomach, and we'll work on whatever else ails you there, and see if we can't get through to this, because there's so much, there's pain here that is distracting us from having a good way of, looking at, thinking about things properly, and pain will do that, right? So I'll do this. Okay, so we're gonna do a little session here, impromptu. Um, you are welcome. What I'm gonna say here is I'm gonna ask you for a number from 1 to 10. Your headache, we're gonna attack that first. Where on a level of 1 to 10? Now they're giving it to me on my left side, right on the side of the head. They're giving me pain shooting from like from here to here. It's like a knife is in there, it's sitting in there, cotton pain, but it's on the one side of the head. I, this must be your energy because it's not mine. I'm not a headachy person. So really, yeah, kind of now they're flipping it back a bit, but it's on the one side, on the left side of the head. Now I'll tell you, the left side has to do with the feminine side. The right side is the masculine. So we may have some feminine healing to do. Okay, 7. Okay, I'm going to get into mode here. You give me a minute. We got 10 more minutes here. We'll see if we can do some damage in a good way. Take my glasses off and bring her down. Okay. Okay. I ground out here. And connect to your field. Now, while I'm connecting my energy source, I'm connecting to my energy source, and we're connecting to your energy source. As we do this, you may feel, you could feel anything, and feel free to comment. You can feel anything from warmth in the area of the central area of the, carcass. I'm saying carcass, central area here. You may feel warmth, tingling, goosebumps. You could have a light effervescent feeling in the head and whatnot. Okay, we're connected. So I'm connected to your energy field. So I'm going to work my way up into the head here, and then we'll go back down to the stomach. So we're at a 7. We're going to see if we can get that down to like 1 or 2, or off completely. Give me a moment here. Okay. Sometimes if I go in there, um, I'm accessing that left part or whatever part that is, because when I get in the field, in quantum field, is just things get mixed up in there. So the left and right, I get confused, but I know where the pain is at. I'm attacking the pain now. So communicating with the cells here. What's going on? Why are we in pain? Okay, just give me a minute. Yeah. Okay. So this is all of it. It's all accumulating. The headache is a symptom of everything. Uh, the stress that we're feeling and the position that we're at. So I'm going to ease that a bit. Now I got to watch where we go here, because when we take away this, there's a reason the pain is there. It's there to illuminate that there's a need for change here in our environment of how people are we're allowing people to treat us, even though we're in the shape that we're in. Not even though, as we're in the shape that we're in, we're mistreated. This is not good. This is why, we're depleting in this way. Now, when we stand up to this, we create a boundary where no longer can the energy be taken from us, because we are locking the gates. They're not allowed in our grasp no more to rip it up. We are very stressed about the position. I got to relieve this stress in order to now. Symptoms of this will be that we kind of don't care, be light about things. It's almost like we're a little bit buzzed, because it's like, like we took a sleeping pill, when we kind of feel like, nothing's going to bother me like it normally does. Nothing's going to get under my skin like it normally does. It's going to happen and unfold over the next 3 days. This is a little more complex, but thank you for coming in, what they said. Okay, I'm pulling at this point. We're pulling upwards and outwards. So there's an agreement from the body to do this. So when we have this happen, if you do not understand this spiritually, There will be a price to pay in our universe for this. We release that pain because the body is making a signal to you to make you aware. I am now speaking, communicating to you to make you aware. There's a contract here. We need to fix this. We need to stand up for our boundaries. Now, 3 days, this energy will unfold, will clear that ache away. After the 3 days, will we be empowered to stand up for our rights? If we refuse to do so, there will be consequences and the body will come right back. This will come right back with a vengeance. So we should be down to a 5 here. Where are we right now as you sit with that pain in your head here? And be honest, because it don't do me any favors if you try and pump me. If it's not happening, it's not happening. Where on a scale of 1 to 10 are you at this moment here? And are you feeling any relief this way? Not getting feedback, so that tells me that you should have a reduction of some sort. Are we getting this? I may have lost her. 3. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. We'll get rid of it. Now, what we have to do is we have to stand up for our field, because in order to gain power over this, over our body, we got to gain power over those things outside of us that are energetically taking from us. So I'm going to continue to work. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm feeling okay. Just grounding my feet more. Okay. Okay, Pumpkin, where are you at? Because, okay, I'll tell you what I'm getting energetically. I'm getting like almost got worse and it's gone. This is what I felt sympathetically on my end. So we should be at like a nil here. I'm getting confusion, so I think it's bearable. So maybe 2 or instead of 3. I'm sick completely here. Especially, it's hard to think and comprehend. We've got the physical pain is just not conducive. Okay, I'm going to work one more shot here. Give me a minute. It's tingling in my hands. It's maybe sympathetic as well. Like we get tingling in our hands, like the circulation's not getting there. Like the blood flow, how we carry oxygen, how we breathe. Your hands, get hands. One, okay, this is good. Okay, I'm not going to go too much further in your field here. We're going to focus. I'm just going to seal that in. This makes it hard for you to sleep. Is that correct? That's what you're telling me. This headache is hard for us. It's like we get it before we go to bed. Um, this should be good, okay? And body also, okay. Okay, so real close to your field here. Not too close. Okay. Yeah, it's annoying. And like little spikes of energy come out, like a nervous system problem. Yeah, nerves. Give me a minute here. They're, yeah, nerve endings. Yeah, yeah. Numbness. Yes. Okay. Okay. I do not know what is wrong in your stomach here. Give me a 1 to 10 there, what you're feeling at this moment in pain. They're just showing me a stomach area and they're not. So I don't feel it's a stabbing. If anything, it's just a huge pain that's just kind of there all the time. It just doesn't go away. It's sensitive to touch. It's the sense they're giving me. Is this correct? Okay. You will sleep better tonight, the next 3 nights. Absolutely. My own stomach issues are going, we don't want the sympathetic pains here, so we're going to alleviate that, is what they said. Uh, yeah, I'm lactose intolerant and I had yogurt the last few days, so it's not good. You're welcome. Swollen, heavy, okay. Yeah, okay, so that is your field. Yeah, most of it, they're going, most is what do you call that? Distension? No. Ugh, I should have paid attention in my own class. Like the belly being out, this is the biggest problem because it is feeling like so tight, so like stressed. So you're going to alleviate that. There is an irritation there that you're ingesting that is making this. See if we can narrow that down. I'm getting meat, hamburger. There's something in hamburger or something that we had. Something anyway. We might have a sensitivity to some kind of hamburger here, or are the is it distension? I feel like that's the wrong word, but the belly just kind of rejecting. It's like it's kind of trying to get away from. Just bear with me. Away from what's inside. So we might have to do some kind of a, like, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't. But this is what I'm getting energetically. There's something that we're ingesting into our stomach on a continual basis. It's almost like an allergic reaction that we're not aware of. It's kind of like this, and our body's reacting in a way that is bloating. That's what it feels like, bloating heavily. So I'm going to reduce that, but they're saying it's going to come back because it's part of our dietary thing. So maybe take a checkpoint there and look at what you're eating in a way. What they were showing you was a literal hamburger patty. So it may be a brand that we're eating may have some like soy or wheat or some kind of protein in it that is not agreeing with our stomach and creating havoc there and just gas and everything. I'm getting the whole thing. It's all there and it's very uncomfortable. We cannot be comfortable. Okay, so it might be some of those simulated stuff in there. I don't know because sometimes vegetarian it's okay. I don't know. That may be causing an issue at this exact moment. I don't know. But anyway, okay. So I'm going to continue on here with the stomach. I don't know how much I can accomplish there because they're going, we're ingesting things that are not making it good. So we have to take note of that. They are showing me fluids, so like soups and stuff. We don't need a lot of this, and that could ease it a bit, right? Noodles, chicken noodle soup or something. I don't know. Yeah, they're going just time. They're going time. It takes time to release and go through the whole system of stuff here. So the ache we can deal with, the bloating we can't. Okay, that's from above. We can't deal with the bloating because it's what we're doing. So we're going to deal with this ache here. And where were you on that ache? Okay, so they're just kind of know that they know this. Okay, we've got the head down to a 1, and I didn't get a number for what your stomach was at. Was that the one that was 7? So if you give me a 1 to 10 here before I get in, so I know how if I'm making progress or not. They're showing me about a 6. I don't know if that's what she's gonna put, but oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's a hard pain. It's constant there. It doesn't throb, it doesn't stab. It's just there, like a rock sitting there. Okay. There's a lot of stuff we're reactive to. They're saying we're just not aware, not been tested. Again, our system is weak. So things that we wouldn't be reacting to when we're healthy, we are reacting now. It's oversensitive. This is what they're giving. This is all gonna be okay. Do we have pain is for, but discomfort, bloating is the yeah. I'm sorry for that. They're going. We really have to watch what we put in. Um, into our body because this is creating havoc. Now, um, so we might, try and do the fluids, like soups and things like this, like lighter things like that for a bit and see if we don't use some of that on our own. Uh, because we're just recharging that battery. Like I could clear you now, but as soon as you go to eat your meal, you're gonna recharge that bloat unknowingly, right? So we got to search through our diet and see what we're reacting to, because they're going. If we focus there, we should be able to pinpoint it, because right away we're going to notice, and we may even get because they're showing me cramping. We may even get a little bit of cramping, but we're so used to the pain being there, we don't notice. We just try and distract from it. Okay, so enough about that. Now, what were they? Give me a minute here. They were telling me now. Do you have a sleep apnea machine? Because they're showing me something about she's got a machine, but she don't use it. That's why she can't sleep. Is this correct? So you may have to. I don't know if this is correct or something having to do with our breathing. Like we're not using it to get rest. They're going. If we use this, we will get rest, and we need the rest to charge our. Bet this all backing up here. Or is there something wrong with the machine, or do we even have a machine? They're showing me something about the breathing, or maybe we need a machine and we don't know, and we're not getting rest and we don't realize this. Okay, maybe we need to get checked over for that. Maybe we need to see a doctor about that, Because I'll tell you, I got one. And I didn't know. I was just going crazy because I couldn't get no rest and my mind wouldn't work. And I was like, what is going on? And they go, oh, we're going to test you for sleep apnea. And I had it extreme. Like I stopped breathing for 3 minutes. Like, how do you do that? How do you stop breathing for 3 minutes? So maybe look into that. See if that may help you or if you could get a hold of it. Because all they do is they attach a little thing to you overnight and it records what's going on in there. And then they'll say, yeah, we don't, or we don't. We need it or we don't need it. And you may very well need that. And that will help you. And I'll tell you that first night that I had that thing, whoa, I felt like I could run a marathon. So check into that and see if that helps or it can help. Because sometimes, I mean, it is a pain in the butt. It's not the most romantic thing to have on your bed. But if it helps you get your rest, that's what you need, right? So, okay. Where is your stomach now here at this point? You said it was at a 4. Okay, I don't think I worked on it again. Okay, let's see if we can get it down to at least a 1 here. We're just kind of echo, but nothing, or nothing. Because, yeah, they're going, we can get rid of that completely. Okay, here we go. Yeah, because the stomach's just rejecting all this food that's coming in, and it's getting to the point where it's tired of rejecting, and it's like it's secreting juices, and like the juices are stopping, and that's creating the pain. It's like havoc. There's havoc here. Yeah, you may be lactose intolerant as well. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but this is what they're telling me. Watch the dairy and the milk products and these kind of things. It doesn't help. Okay, Pumpkin, I don't know if you're feeling any of that happening or aware physically of that, but I got the clear for the stomach here. Where are you with your stomach pain at this point now with the just that hard pain? That's what I was working on. You got some homework there. Okay, this is good. This is good. Can I ask you a question? When you take medication to help you with this pain, or do you, what is the maximum pain that you have? Like say, oh, I'll take medication when I get to a 7, and where does it bring you down to a 3 or a 1 or a 0? So with the maximum amount of pain, one, do you take anything for the pain? And what's the number difference? What I want to know is, am I superseding that? Am I going over that? Because the sense they're giving me is this is over that. So I need validation of that. I just don't take words. Even though they're giving me stuff, I'm not taking that. I gotta know. Yeah, they're giving me numbers, but I don't want to say nothing here. Like if you took Advil or whatever, how far would it help you with that? Okay, so they're correct. So I just, okay. So what you're saying is that this kind of doesn't get touched. Okay. Now we are down to 1. You got 3 days. You may not have, you may be 0 for 3 days. After those 3 days, this is going to kind of supercharge you in a way that you may not realize. Okay, it'll give you new refreshment of energy because suddenly we're not, shrinking and tensing muscles because we got a headache, tensing muscles because we got a pain. So we're going to have a little more energy. We're going to have a little more oomph to us. And they're going, put it in the right way. Start thinking about what we need to do to change, to lay boundaries. They're going, that's all we have to do is lay boundaries, respect the boundaries. If they can't be respected, we have to find someone that can help us enforce those boundaries. They're being very serious here. Okay, you are very welcome. You're welcome. Okay, because that's what's going to decide whether we keep this energy frequency. I went in there and I had to make deals with the body. We take this out, and they're going, but the person that is in this body has to step up to this field in order to keep this clear. And what they have to do to keep this pain away. Well, one of them was the diet. Like we have to look at our diet and inspect that and see there's stuff there that's not matching. It's not jiving. Sorry, I got little no CMs here. And secondly is all our other stuff, the nerves and stuff, that all has to do with boundaries. You're going to go up, but it's seriously, we start laying boundaries, these things will start alleviating. So hopefully you can do that. The quicker you do, the better the results. You have 3 days for the energy to unfold. Now give me a moment here. We're going to do a lot of sleeping over the next 3 days. So indulge in that. And again, if we have major problems through this, because the body, it regenerates, right? Your skin cells here on the front, they regenerate every, I don't know, 72 hours, I think is what they said. And over this time, this regeneration, the body is pooling all its resources to make the changes that we implemented here. So while they do that, the rest of the rest of the body is going to be tired. It's going to feel it. So you're going to have an extra oomph to get you down, to get you to rest. So just indulge in that, and that that will help. Water, ingest a lot of water here will help that balance out. It just helps everything work better, right? You're hydrated, everything works better. If you're not, these cramps could actually get worse. And hydration and rest, that's all you need. You're naturally going to float into the resting area. 3 days. Again, I put my email under my videos. If you have any questions whatsoever, anything out of the ordinary, or everything's going to be out of the ordinary, but anything you have questions about at all, I usually do a 3-point consultation. I'll check after 3 days, then after a week, and then I'll just check in sometime after that week and say, are we all good? Anything you want to change, whatever, okay. So I'm treating you like a client, and because you are one. And the thing is that you have any questions, you email me, and then I'll get to them lickety split, and then I can download stuff through email and whatnot if you have issues. And I would prefer to at least hear from you once after the 3 days. Now, what's today? 21, 22, 20. Yeah, I'll somehow get to an email, just check. So if you have any issues whatsoever, and if not, indulge in your rest because you're going to be tired in a good way. We're going to get a lot of deep, restful sleep. Again, if we have an apnea problem, this may be a problem getting to sleep, but they're gone. It's all clear here. We're going to be tired. Our body's going to be tired. We're going to get a lot of rest. Okay. I would appreciate that because it helps fine tune my skills, and then it helps if we have anything that comes up here that is, changing in amongst the 3 days. Good luck with that. You're welcome. Okay. Good job here. Okay. Thank you, Pumpkin, for coming in. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. Um, I'm glad I got a hold of you there because, it's all good. Okay, Jessica, hello there. Hey, I'm signing out here. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Sorry, I can only get to so many in such a time. I really was supposed to be out of here at 7:30, but I'm glad I stayed. I got to get, because I like to use healing energies quite highly on people. It refines my, how you say, refines my abilities, and it validates things that I feel like, whatever, feel like sometimes I'm not making a difference. Hey, Jessica. So my next live night will be in the 20s, 21, 20, 21, or 22 of next month. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Check out the new horoscope videos. We'll be getting them out over the next week. Take care, you guys. Thanks for coming in. To all I didn't get to, we'll hit you up next month, hopefully. And if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Sometimes I get in this mode when I am in and of three worlds here. I'm in their world. I'm in the in-between world where all the action happens, and I'm in this world. It is a confusing place to be when I don't have a moderator. So I don't mean to avoid anybody or leave anybody out. If it happens, it happens. You just catch me on the next run. So new subscribers love it. Great. It's all good. The energy's hot for these new spiritual readings. I'm trying to cut down to half an hour. It's going pretty good. There's a lot of energy stuffed into those half hours. So take care, guys. I will catch you soon. Looking forward to the next time. And again, if you're into energy healing or needing that in any way, have the courage to come forward because miraculous things can happen and we can take you there. Take care, guys. We will talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Okay, now do I end this way? Yeah.